is the National School Shield Program. A police officer with a gun in every school. Now, he didn't announce a national movie theater shield program with a police officer in every movie theater in America. Wayne LaPierre has in fact never spoken one word about 6-year-old Veronica Moser Sullivan, who was murdered in that movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, along with 11 other people, and 58 wounded. 58. All of that death and savagery was delivered from an ammunition delivery system so big it isn't called a magazine, it's called a drum. It holds 100 rounds. Wayne LaPierre is the lobbyist who made it possible for the mass murderer in the Aurora, Colorado movie theater to be able to shoot and kill and wound so many people without reloading even once. The law Senator Dianne Feinstein pushed through Congress in 1994 made large-capacity ammunition delivery systems illegal. Wayne LaPierre made them legal again 10 years later. Wayne LaPierre made no public statement whatsoever after the movie theater mass murder. After that mass murderer so successfully used the weapon systems that Wayne LaPierre made available to him. Instead, Wayne LaPierre simply sent out a letter asking for money, asking for contributions to the NRA over and above dues. And as with every solicitation of money Wayne LaPierre has ever made, he lied to every poor fool who fell for it. He said in his letter asking for money, quote, "Nothing less than the future of our country and our freedom will be at stake." Wayne LaPierre did not announce today a national shopping mall parking lot shield program because Wayne LaPierre has no suggestion about how to prevent or even in some way inhibit, maybe just somehow reduce the possibility of what happened to 9-year-old Christina Taylor Greene, who was murdered because she chose to stand in a parking lot in Tucson, Arizona, and listen to her Congresswoman Gabby Giffords. Wayne LaPierre is all for having a police officer protect 9-year-old girls in school, but anywhere else a 9-year-old goes in America, a movie theater, shopping mall, she's on her own. And we now know she's on her own against the best equipped mass murderers in the history of the human race. That's right. We're number one. USA, USA, we're number one. No country in the world has better equipped mass murderers than the United States of America, and that is thanks to the lifetime work of Wayne LaPierre. Every day since 1977, Wayne LaPierre has been making sure that madmen in America can fire any gun they want and any bullet they want at any children they want, at any teachers, at police officers, at the president. The solution Wayne LaPierre suggested today to stop school shootings has already been tried in many places across America, including Columbine High School, where 13 years ago, 12 students and 1 teacher were shot dead. Columbine High School had an armed sheriff's deputy at the school that day and every day prior to that. But when the moment came, the deputy could do nothing to stop the mass murderers. There was a good guy with a gun in the parking lot in Tucson when the madman there opened fire on Gabby Giffords and the men and women and children in that parking lot. But the good guy with the gun could do nothing to stop what was happening because he realized he could not get off a clean shot, a shot that he could be sure wouldn't kill one of the innocent bystanders. Stuck in the middle of Wayne LaPierre's speech today was his bottom line. He said that gun and ammunition control advocates, quote, perpetuate the dangerous notion that one more gun ban or one more law imposed on peaceable, lawful people will protect us. So there's Wayne LaPierre saying, that he is opposed to any more laws. Not one more law. Not a law banning the 100-round ammunition drum that was used in the Colorado movie theater. Not a law banning the 30-round ammunition magazines used in Sandy Hook Elementary. Not a law banning assault weapons. Not a law tightening access to ammunition. Not any kind of law that would make it in any way even slightly more difficult for a madman to obtain the very best tools in the world for up-close mass murder. Not one more law. It is now impossible to count how many people Wayne LaPierre owes an apology to. There are all those who've been killed by weapons that became available after he made sure the assault weapons ban would not be renewed. There are the parents of the dead, the brothers and sisters of the dead, the children of the dead. And then there are millions, truly millions and millions more. Because in his most vile fundraising letter, before the last presidential election, Wayne LaPierre actually said this about what would happen if Barack Obama was reelected president of the United States. Quote, "The night of November 6th, 2012, you and I will lose more on the election battlefield than our nation has lost in any battle, any time, anywhere." There's Wayne LaPierre claiming on election night that he, who of course avoided service in the war of his era, the Vietnam War, that he lost more on election night this year than, quote, on any battlefield in the history of our nation. Wayne LaPierre lost more on election night than 1.3 million Americans who have lost their lives in war. He lost more than the relatives and the descendants of those 1.3 million Americans. He lost more than all the amputees, double amputees, brain-damaged amputees that our wars have produced. How could Wayne LaPierre ever find the words to deliver an adequate apology for that filthy insult to the American war dead and to those of us who have lost loved ones in war, those of us who have lost loved ones in the war that Wayne LaPierre personally avoided service in? Of course, there are no words. No words. And the apology will never come. And we can now see through that psychotically self-centered statement that Wayne LaPierre made, quote, "I will lose more on the election battlefield than our nation has lost in any battle, any time, anywhere." We now see that the mind that could shape that sentence is almost as twisted, almost as damaged as the minds of the mass murderers Wayne LaPierre keeps supplied so well in America.
Searching for a bank designed for